Let's get started. Turn right. Turn right.
I had to get to Morgan Freeman. The Morgan Freeman, actually, we'll change the Morgan Freeman. It's on the Steam Workshop. Let's try the... What else have I got? Liam Neeson.
Turn right.
Got some Liam Neeson. Let's try that. Turn right, I will find you and I will kill you. After a while, people will get bored of the sat-nav voice packs. Oh, Aki, when I had a TomTom years ago, you know, back in the days when cars didn't actually have built-in sat-navs and you had to just buy something and stick it on your window, I remember all these sound packs coming out, and yeah, I got bored of them.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
I don't like this 0.1 mile nonsense. Can't we just say like in 200
Turn
yards
right.
or like 200 yards or something would be better?
You have reached your destination.
Maybe it's the American way. I don't know. You guys in the States, can you confirm or deny? Is that what they say for the sat-navs? Do they say 0.1 of a mile? Or does it say 200 yards or something? Or is it just a setting? It'll say 1,000 feet. So it doesn't even say yards, it says feet. That's interesting. Go some miles to feet. I don't understand that. Why does it need to be in feet? Like, why do you need to be that accurate? What's wrong with yards? Okay, apparently that's not lined up. I mean, why not have inches? Why bother with feet? Why have 1,000 feet when you can have 3,000 inches?
I urge you to relax at once. Now, enjoy the ride.
I urge you to relax. If somebody ever said that to you, you wouldn't relax, would you? They're imperial in America, Devil Dude. They don't use metric. Oof.
In 0.1 miles, turn left. Turn left.
Actually, let's have a quick look at the route, because I'm probably going to reroute this. Let's see, 398 mile trip distance, but if we went that way, 382, we can go via Colville and Omek. Yeah, let's do that. It's probably more fun.
Time is running out. The journey must begin. Be safe, my friend. Turn left.
Time is running out. The journey must begin. That's actually quite a wide-ish trailer.
In 0.1 miles, turn left. Turn left.
Have you thought about getting a sim rig? I would really like a sim rig, but my current office layout won't take it. The biggest problem I have with getting a sim rig is it would take up a big chunk of this room. So when I want to play games where I'm not, say, driving, I want to change it out so that I can fly. So I'd want the pedals to be swapped for other pedals, the wheel to be swapped for a yoke or something.
And then turn
right. And then if I'm not doing either of that, I'd like to have just mouse and keyboard gaming. What do I do then? And this is what kind of stops me from doing it. I don't have a solution for all three.
Turn right.
Whoa! I did take a break from iRacing because I just don't have the time for the practice right now. And if you can't practice, then you're just not going to be competitive. And if you're not competitive, you're not going to enjoy it. You're just going to keep going down. But I still watch quite a few iRacing streams. Like I've been watching people do the 24-hour spa. It's been quite interesting to watch. I mean, it isn't Inferno. It's not that impressive. It's just stuff clamped to a desk at the end of the day. I mean, there are people who have better setups than me. Way better setups. Look at Avenga. Like, Avenga's setup is insane. He's got a full hydraulic driving cockpit with a handbrake and a VR headset. I mean, seriously? And he does dirt rally with it. After the last few laps of the 24-hour spa, it's happened a literal brake failure. Oof, no, I didn't see that.
Keep left.
Keep left? We're about to turn right? How does that work? Why does it want us to keep left and then it's going to tell us to turn right? Am I missing something?
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
What stops me getting a better setup is the space I have. Like, I just don't have a... I have a narrow room, and it really restricts your options for what you do.
Continue straight.
I like that hotel on the cliff thing. That looks awesome. And enlarge the room. I can't where it is because it would go into the patio. Like, I have a long garden. I could build something at the bottom of the garden, and I have considered that, but I guess you'd need planning permission and all kinds of nonsense. But I can't really expand this room. Buy a posh shed. The problem with sheds is trying to keep the temperature stable and the noise problems you get. Like, in the gardens around the neighborhood, there are people with young kids who make a lot of noise, so you need to have, like, double glazing and stuff. If you want to record or stream, you've got to isolate the sound. If you're in a shed, you're not going to isolate the sound. And when the sun starts beating down, or in winter it's really cold, it's not going to be somewhere that you want to work. What permissions? It's your property. Yeah, but there are restrictions on building on your land. Like, without going into the boring details of planning permission, you can't just go and throw up a building in the back of your garden. It's got to be, like, a certain distance from the border with your neighbour, a restriction on the height. Otherwise, what's to stop me building a 3-story shed in the back of my garden? Like, a shed that's higher than the house. What's to stop me doing that? Planning permissions. What stop me doing that? Yeah. It wasn't that close. Yes, I know it's your property, Red Devil, but you can't just build what you like on your land. In fact, you need, like, I think planning permission restricts how much of an extension you can do to your house. I think it's something like 33% of your original floor space is like the maximum you can expand it. Something like that. I mean, it works both ways. It means that my neighbours can't just, you know, build something crazy in their back garden that would affect me. Like, what's to stop a neighbour throwing up a building that blocks out all the sun in my garden? What's to stop that? Planning permissions, or what stops that? Mr. Gibbons, how you doing, sir? Funnily enough, we were just talking about sim rigs. Thank you for 16 months, Mr. Gibbons. I suppose you've been... Did you enter the Spa race, by the way? I didn't see you streaming it. I'm not bad, sir. I didn't see you streaming it or anybody else. Man, you normally... Oh, you didn't do the Spa. Because you normally race with, what's his name? Jim, is it? Can't remember his name now. Good morning from Oregon. Good morning. Yeah, Mr. Jimmer. This studio that I'm in, Connor, is a converted garage. Gibbons, you might know the answer to this. Is there a rig that you can buy, like a sim rig that you can buy, where I could, I guess, fairly easily detach my steering wheel and put a flight stick there, and detach my pedals and put rudder pedals there? Or if I didn't want to race, I just wanted to you know, play...
There's a speed trap up ahead.
Play a first-person shooter, I can just kind of, you know, use a mouse and keyboard. Is there such a thing exist? Yeah, Jimmy Broadbent, that guy. That's who Mr. Gibbons raced with last time.
In 0.1 miles, exit right.
A roundabout in the US? Let's get some photos.
Right.
Actually, I think they're becoming more common in the US, but it does vary on a state-to-state basis, I think. Some states hardly have them at all. The rigs that have attachments for things like that, where people like me hard mount the pedals. Yeah, you see something like... I mean, that's fine if you just race. What I would want is like my pedals that are mounted, but instead of just like bolting them in, instead of bolting them in, you can do some kind of quick release on it. So they're kind of mounted, but you can quick release it off the plate, pull it out, put some other pedals in. That would be... so it's like modular, but can be changed quite quickly. That's the second roundabout, look at this. The West Coast is putting more roundabouts in. Interesting.
There's a speed trap up ahead. Your speed is being traced.
Oh my god. I must admit the GPS just nagging you about your speed is actually annoying. Perfect time to make a custom PVC rig. Yeah, right. I did turn off speed notifications. If you look at my options, I'm sure I did. I had them speed warning sound or voice. So I'm not even on voice. So why am I getting speed warnings in voice when I've got it on sound? Explain that. Riddle me that. What do you mean voice is sound? Why have you got an option for voice then? Bridge hype.
In 0.1 miles.
I love these old iron
left.
bridges. So cool.
Turn left.
Liam Neeson doesn't take orders. Right. Makes sense. Have you seen the Sublights dynamic prototype for the 6 Degrees of Freedom joysticks? I have not. What I want is a force feedback yoke. That's what I want. Force feedback yoke. I don't know why. In the racing world, they have so many options for force feedback on your wheel. Like direct drive, belt driven, cog, like there's so many. And for some reason, you can't buy a yoke that feeds back the force. I don't get it. The best way to know if you need to trim your plane is when you've got like forces acting on you. You pull it out of trim and you feel it. It would be so much more immersive. Look into a 80-20 rig. Can hold different pedal plates and add pieces and take them away when needed. An 80-20 rig. I think I've looked at those before, but not recently. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Flight simulators have force feedback capability, might be chicken and egg. I'm sure it is chicken and egg, but like if somebody wanted to make one, force feedback yoke, and then you went to Laminar or Lockheed and said, I'm building this force feedback yoke, have you got an API or do you want to work with me on this? I would imagine they would be pretty cooperative about that. And you could get it done. Oh, I like this route. This is nice. Wall-to-wall trees. It's quite misty as well. fact, it almost looks like it's going to rain, kind of misty. Did you get a honeycomb? Dude, I've got the honeycomb. I've got the honeycomb right here. Can't see it, can you? On that camera. There's my honeycomb. And you know what? None of the switches on the handles work, only these. So I need to speak to them. Because something ain't working. I don't know why. Runner makes a force back you up the CLSE. And what Sims does it say it works with, Cruel Deputy, and how much is it? Let's pull over and do some online shopping. Yeah, let's just stop Sunday Night Trucking and flick over to a webpage and start looking at 80/20 rigs. Works for P3D and stuff, but really expensive. What's really expensive? 1,800 euros? 1,900 euros, Chile? Depends how good it is. I mean, that's the kind of money you'd pay for a direct drive wheel. Farm sim panel you use works on DCS. Yeah, I've said that before, Floating Fat Man. It's just a generic USB button box. So it works in pretty much any game. Sunday night shopping. Sunday night shopping. Imagine that. The song. Well, I have to think about the video for that one. Walking into Tesco with carrier bags and stuff like that. Browsing Amazon online. Taking delivery from DHL.
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
Wouldn't work in Germany. Your shops are closed on Sundays. Baz, honestly, I just don't. I feel sorry for you, Baz. Like in the 80s, that was turned around. It's one of your days off on the weekend. You can't go shopping. It sucks. I would argue, well, I don't want to get into that debate, Tharox, but percentages, it doesn't stack up anymore. Your supermarkets close at 4. In the 90s, the supermarkets used to close at 4. Now it's literally 24 hours. Tesco's are like 24 hours apart from Sunday night when they close at 10 or something, and then they open again at 6 AM. It's just nuts. It's only a holiday in some religions. I don't know. Don't know the details. In Poland we have shops closed on Sundays except last one in a month. That's a bit weird.
In 0.1 miles, turn right. Turn right.
What does it say if you miss your turn? I don't know.
Keep right, and then continue straight. Continue straight.
Look, 24-hour shop. 24 hours there on the right. Does that open on Sunday? I don't know. He says recalculating route. The only thing that closes early here is the liquor store. Lol. Maybe it's 24 hours in total during a week. Yeah. Good evening, Nutman. So next Saturday will be a double Sunday night trucking for the Convoy. Hang on, next Saturday we're double SNT Saturday night trucking. Oh, I guess. Yeah, they'll be trucking Saturday evening and Sunday evening, if that's what you mean. I'm not on DX11, Connor, at the moment. I'm on DX9. You're on an Airshow next weekend, Raymond. Wasn't it Riyadh this weekend, or was that next weekend? Knots and traps now. Riyadh was this weekend. How was the weather at Riyadh? Because I mean, yesterday here it was pretty much raining all day. The problem is when you go to places like Riyadh and the weather closes in, they end up doing their kind of low ceiling. Like the Red Arrows will only do a fraction of what they would normally do. And it's just, you just feel like, I paid all this money and now I don't even see like the Red Arrows doing proper stuff. They just kind of fly along under the clouds and turn. It's all a bit meh.
Continue straight.
Frome is now playing Euro Truck. Yeah, that's the other thing about the Airshow is you've got to get up super early to get there. Last time I went, I was like over an hour driving the last mile because the traffic was just utterly bonkers. And that's after I'd driven 2.5 hours to get there. And at that point I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this next year. And I've not been since. And I think that was 2015. Scumbag lights. Interesting, we don't have them in the UK. Temporary lights that go over the top like that. Riyadh tickets are 60 quid. Is that for the basic as well? Because the basic, like, the cheapest tickets are... Okay. The trailer damage 1%. What, from that? Give me a break. The cheapest tickets are like the bottom of the runway, so you get an awful, like, show. They're absolutely rubbish. By the time you get down to that area, most aircraft are like 500 feet in the air, at least. And when the helicopters come and do their show, they always go to the grandstand bit. So you just get a pants view. And then if you go to the next one along, it's marginally better. I think you might get some seats in that one. And then the next one, I think, is the photography one, which they sell too many tickets for, so it's too crowded, so you can't get good shots anyway. And everybody camps the front line, so unless you get there super early, you get a rubbish view. And then after that, you're into the grandstand, and then you start getting into all the expensive VIP stuff where people turn up and start drinking champagne and olives. It's like, there's just like no happy medium. Dumpster Soap. Thank you for subbing, Dumpster Soap. Interesting name. Welcome to the Net House. Yeah, like if you're in that Friends of Riyadh group, you can get into their exclusive Friends of Riyadh tent or whatever. And it costs a fortune. You live close to RAF Brives Norton, so you always get a free airshow watching the plane circle. Yeah, I don't blame you. At Riyadh, they used to be on the other side, you know, the big hill. People used to camp up there, but I think they've banned all that now. No, it's not the olives that are fancy, it's what they do with them. You know when they get an olive and then they put it on a stick and then they put it on top of a fancy cocktail? I'm talking about that. Just before they have the hors d'oeuvres, they have the cocktail and olive that they pop in, like the martini, yeah, exactly, the martini or whatever. And then they have their caviar crackers. Stand there in their nice posh white clothes going, oh, look at the planes. So anyway, I just bought a Bentley. Like those kind of tents that I just don't want to be in, you know what I mean? Yeah, extended pinkies, yeah. When they set their champers like this. They're extended pinkies. That's how I sound outside of the stream. This is an accent that I put on, Devil Dude. Quite normally, I'm actually quite poshly spoken. It's how I talk normally, but for the stream, I find it much easier if I just pretend I'm from Lancashire. And then it sounds more like a normal trucking voice, doesn't it? It's more acceptable to the palate. Baz! By the way, do you have an idea already for YouTube 180 thing? I had to work on a combine harvester the other day, and the customer would have been happy to get me out of the field. I said I know who would like this, but he sadly lives too far away. Farming stuff, Baz, might be interesting. The problem is with combines is they run them at certain times of the year, and the guy's probably emptied his field anyway by now, unless I'm wrong. But, I mean, I don't know, Baz, if something like a combine, it could be interesting. If he's got some big farming equipment, it could be fun to do that. I mean, I have got stuff lined up, but I'm still looking, Baz. Probably what? If it's a contractor, bro, what do you mean? Old Buckingham Airshow in 2 weeks. You know the guy that's teaching me my instrument rating? He's a pilot at Old Buckingham Airshow. He flies the...
In 0.1 miles.
He flies the... what's it called? I can never remember the name of the damn thing.
Turn left.
Flies one of the old warbirds at the Old Buckingham show. A Harvin, is it? Can't remember. They haven't started yet, that's why I had to fix it this week, so that they're ready. Oh, so they're doing it all this week, Baz. The Lexicon 760 Combine... What's that? Lexicon 760 Combine with tracks on the front. Would the guy be up for filming, Baz? Do you know? Is it the farmer or is it like a subcontractor?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Using a stream with Martin Shaw last today was a Tiger Moth. Martin Shaw from Bodie and Doyle fame, the professional.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Trackatem, thank you for subbing, Trackatem. Welcome to the Net House, sir.
Turn right.
Turn right. Looks like the road just goes that way. Will I play Paralives? I don't know. I looked at it. I don't know if I'll play it or not. You could ask captain of one of the ferries of Dover if they could do a VR180 in the room where the captain makes announcements. Nah, it's not going to be an interesting video. It's better if it's in equipment. Like farming, I don't know if any of you guys actually know some active farmers with big machinery. If you do, please let me know, because it would be very cool to get inside some farming equipment. It's the one that owns the Convoy, actually two of them. He also owns one of the fully automated potato harvesters. Baz, is there any chance that he's going to be doing some kind of harvesting in August and would be happy to have me come along with camera and do stuff? What do you reckon, Baz? Plenty of farms in Cheshire, Loopy-Loo. Is August too early for the harvesting? Or too late? He's in southeast Germany. Does he speak English, Baz? At the end of the day, if I can just get a plane to him, that's not really a big problem, Baz. You know, but I think you won't come to Finland. I would. I'm going to go to New York to do some flying. I'll go to Finland. It's not a problem. In fact, the more, like, what I'm looking for is not so much... It's not really a problem to fly to. It's more a case of the right equipment in the right setting. Like, if it's some really, really cool equipment in an interesting place that's not England, I'll go to it. Well, if he doesn't speak English, that could be a problem, Baz. Well, trains, I like wrote to 3 different heritage lines last week and not one's replied. So I'm going to have to try and phone up. Built his own GPS nav. Lol. Do I want to visit the Ukraine? I have no problem coming to the Ukraine.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Have you messaged the Mid-Norfolk Railway? I don't think that was one of the lists, no. I'm probably gonna... I'm looking for like a diesel train more than a steam train now, I think, because I think the steam train's going to be very hard to film. So I contacted some heritage lines that have these like old diesel trains, like the Class 37s and that kind of thing. But like I say, they've not come back yet. Outback trucking in Australia. That's probably a bit far. That would knock out a week, and that's probably too much. Diesel trains operate on the Swanage line. Are they like old diesel trains though? Because the thing is about heritage lines is they're more open to letting you film, I think. Once you start speaking to like the big train companies, forget about it. Takes a week to the Outback Truck 1 run, yeah, that's true. I mean, the heritage lines do like driver experience days, and it might just be a case of paying for one of them and saying, can I bring cameras? Exactly, the heritage lines are basically volunteers, exactly that.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
When you come to, I can send you information on Steam Train that they let you film.
Keep
Fast
left,
Money Brand.
and
Dude,
then turn left.
I would have to, like, if I was going to do that in New York, I would have to book that in advance.
Turn left.
Because don't forget, I've got to book flights and hotels and everything. I can't just rock up and go, yeah, let's go and have a chat with them about filming on a steam train. Like, it has to be arranged beforehand. Severn Trent Valley wouldn't have no problem accepting you to film. They are a heritage line. Severn Trent, Pringle. Oh, why have I not found their website then? I think it's because I was probably looking for driver experience days. Because that way I could get hands-on.
Continue straight.
Floating Fat Man, the problem is, like, making these contacts. That's the problem. Is finding out about steam trains in another country and then making contact with them is actually quite hard. You said it's close to New York, different state, they do tours and you can get what you're looking for. Listen, Fast Money Brand, and anyone else for that matter, if you've got like an idea, if like that, and you know of a website where I can speak to them or look at what they do, just
right,
email the mailbox.
And then turn right.
If you can email the mailbox with the information, that's perfect for me.
Turn right.
Because I can then look at it after the stream. But yeah, I'm basically looking for like farming or train where I can get on board, set the cameras up, ideally have a go of it, or at the very least talk to somebody experienced that can explain the controls and make a good video out of it. Bale stacking with IRL physics. Well, it could be fun. Bale stacking in VR 180.
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
Mate's dad owns a construction vehicle company. In which country bullets go? Construction vehicles, like anything different like that would be amazing.
1 miles. Turn right.
Scotland, that'd be fine.
Turn right.
Is he up for someone filming in the cab? Promote his company a little. Like construction stuff would be amazing. Getting onto a quarry in like a big digger or a big dump truck, anything like that would be incredible. But I don't know where to start contacting. You know those giant dumper trucks they have on quarries? Imagine getting in one of them on a VR 180 video, that'd be fun.
In 0.1 miles.
Yosemite
Turn
Mountain
left.
Sugar Pine Railroad lava tube. Again, if you could like email the mailbox, because after the stream I will have
Turn
forgotten.
left.
I won't remember all this. I literally won't remember all the suggestions in chat.
You
If
have
you've got a
reached your
website,
destination.
a link to a website I can look at, that'd be perfect. Why is there no cruise simulator? There aren't many sea-related games because things happen very slowly. On big ships. Very slowly. Even the submarine sims, you can, like, speed time up. It's very hard to judge depth from that mirror. I don't think the full motion, Nico's full motion rig though would be like a good VR 180 video. Because it's not real. It's a sim. And I'm not after VR 180 in a sim. I'm after VR 180 in the real thing. There's a Caterpillar workshop with a repair and sell all the cat dumper trucks and diggers. It's near Birmingham. Heathrow. Heathrow have more paperwork and bureaucracy than you can possibly imagine, Thomas. They would be the last people I would speak to about this. It has trade schools for heavy equipment, filming access. Trade schools? What do you mean, Doc Savage, by a trade school? Heathrow worse than TFL? Never dealt with TFL, but let me tell you, Heathrow are just like bureaucratic nightmare. Glasgow company is called E. Nicholson. Sorry, what do they do, Bullets Co? The operators must get trained at a location, Doc Savage. Right, yeah, a trainer would be, yeah, I see what you mean. Bullets Co, can you email it, please? I have, like, when I'm streaming, I have no way of taking all these notes down. Let's go for 4 AM. Yep, that's basically what Heathrow did to me, Solid Bond. I had to itemize every single piece of equipment I was taking. And that was just the start of it.
We've got a trek ahead of us. Stay safe, my friend. Turn right.
Yeah, bullets go. You just email the mailbox there. Thank you. See what Google Maps is like.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
I'm not sure like that. Is that what Google Maps US sounds like? Yeah, meters in the US. What's all that about?
You have arrived.
Hang on. I think I've got the UK version. In 200 meteors. I bet I have to reverse into this. Can I turn around down there? That's the question. It's like a boatyard or something. It is.
Navigation resumed.
That's the English one. You first, Dave. This turn's going to be interesting. That don't look so good. How are you supposed to get out of this place? Even when I make it past this turn, I've got to get out of here. How's that going to work?
Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
Thank you, Thomas. Can't reverse it out. It's got a dolly trailer, I think. Caramba.
In 50 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn left.
Dude, I would stay right there if I were you.
In 50 meters, turn right.
Oh no, it doesn't have a dolly in this one.
Turn
That's
right.
good. Mark Sterling, good night. No, it doesn't have steering axles. Which is why it's a pain. Thank you, Bolliska. Right, let's check where we're going. That's fine. We're in and around Washington this evening. I've a link to a Caterpillar place near me if it helps. Then they
Keep
sell.
left. Then turn left.
I don't know if the selling is going to help me at all.
Turn left.
Yeah, Infernal, I've always hated that. There's certain adjustments that you should be able to make to your truck without going back to a service center. And like the flags is a classic one. Really? Wow. Alright, Fast Money, thank you. Half a tank of fuel. Quarter packet of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses. STS already added some adjustments to the trials now visiting service. Hope so. Hope you're right.
Keep right. Then turn right. Turn right.
Nope. Doesn't like that.
Oh, yeah.
I get you on anything you want. The harvesting side of farming in Kansas. Marine 48. Sorry, I'm not concentrating. Would they do that in August, do you think, Marine? The harvesting? I mean, if you could chuck an email to the mailbox and just let me know, like, any info you've got, what kind of thing is possible, that would be awesome. Doc Holiday, great Blues Brothers reference, thank you, sir. A few of you got it. Oh, are you serious? I imagine they've got some big farming machinery in Kansas.
GPS signal lost. Navigation resumed.
What?
Turn right.
There's an unexpected event on your route. Interesting.
GPS signal lost. Navigation resumed.
Is that what she said? That's insane. Thank you, Marine. 19 King, welcome back. It's a custom cutting company, so they travel through the middle of the US just harvesting all summer long. Custom cutting company? Wow. What, as in like harvesting wheat, corn, like all that kind of thing? That'd be pretty awesome to get on some big like American harvester.
Keep left.
Oh my life, what is going on? We can sneak through there. Lol.
GPS
We are indeed.
signal lost.
Cab over Euro
Navigation
6.
resumed.
She's a little bit loud. Let's bring that down a notch. Oh, that's not good. No, not a hill start. This is not good. This is not good. This is bad. Larkus, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Net House, sir. Thank you for the nutty welcome. You got a lot of harvesters here, harvesting silage all summer. The bigger the machinery, the better.
Continue straight.
Try the brake for the win, eh? You have some big harvesters. Yeah, that'd be perfect. If you can get me on them, that'd be brilliant. Truckers MP, I go on private convoys. Euro 6, as I said in Discord and at the start of the stream, you should have received an email today about the convoy. If you applied for the convoy, you should have an email now. Check your spam folder to see if it's in there, and if you cannot find the email, message one of the moderators. You got your email today, Plagiato. Nice. If you do find the mail in your spam box, then make sure you add the Squirrel TV mailbox to your safe senders list so it doesn't happen again. See you, Kazo. Oh, that's a nice photo right there. Lighting's good. You got mail. How to frame this one. So I want that bridge and the way station in there. If he does demolition for you, Squirrel, also vehicle disposal, crunching cars up. Well, let's go. Send me an email because it sounds like there's it could be interesting. I mean, this is it. It doesn't have to be like we can do all kinds of things. Like, one of the things I would love to have done, which is not going to happen, you know, like Spin Tires Mud Runner, go into like the Ukraine or something and drive in one of those ridiculously old diesel trucks with a logging crane arm, and then getting on the back of the crane arm and VR 180 and picking up a log and dropping it into a loader. Like, all that would have been insane. But where on earth do you start trying to find people in the Ukraine that can speak English that can let you do that? Crunching a car with your camera in. Not with your camera in. That would be a bad move.
Keep left.
Magic marker. Welcome back. An ETR and the VR 180. All 4 videos have to be delivered by the end of September. Hence why I want to get all the filming done in August. I'm trying to line things up now, film it in August, get the videos out for early September. Because they all have to go via Google and be signed off as well. Yeah, exactly. Not long. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to line stuff up quickly.
Keep left.
It looks like I'm going to be I'm working with Porsche for the doing a racing car. It's not fully firmed up, but it's almost certainly signed up. So I'll be taking one of the Porsche, possibly one of the 911 GT3s around Silverstone. Like, they'll let me drive it and put a VR 180 camera in there. Which, if that happens, that will be a pretty nice video. 500 and something brake horsepower. Yikes. So if that happens, that's going to be pretty sweet. But yeah, Porsche are keen to do it. Oh, those 911s, like the GT3 is just how much are they? Like,
Right.
how many 6 digits? Wrong key. I should be, trucker guy. I haven't booked any flights yet. I'm still waiting on the dates, but I should be coming to the States in August to go to New York to do the flying video.
Keep left. Then, turn left.
Okay, this is interesting.
Turn left.
Wait, did he just jump a red light? I'm pretty certain that guy just jumped a red light.
Keep left. Then, turn left.
A meet and greet, Kyle. Honestly, bro, I don't even know if I'll have time.
Turn left.
Like, it's not, I'm not really going there to sort of meet up with fans. I'm going there to film a project and then leave, and you know what I mean? It's basically work for me. I'm not sure I like the look at this. Never been to this drop-off point before.
In 50 meters, turn left.
Well, I'd be in an aircon plane, so it's not so bad.
Turn left.
That's pretty silent. That is the quietest freight train I have ever heard.
You have arrived.
Electric train, amazing. Even the wheels are quiet, somehow. Wait, you what, mate? I don't know if we can straighten this off in time. You park on the railway, you're wondering what happens when the train hits you. If I had to guess, it'll just go right through you. It'd be like a no-clipping train. Romulus, I have heard that before. You know what? If I had to guess, I would say that Mrs. Squirrel is asleep. I'm just going to text her and see what she's saying. Bullets Coat, have you heard of a URL shorteners? They're really great for like Twitch chat. Let's have a look. Whose 911 is that, Bullets Co? It's a nice livery on it. Your old boss. Nice. He's obviously got a few bob. He owns his own IT company. Where should we drive? Yeah, but the Paladin goes back east. I don't want to go back east. Bananas. What, that? What's your tongue? There's a long train mod in the workshop. If you go to Grand Coulee, you can go to the den. What, that one? Yeah, but that's back again. That's back the wrong way. We just came that way. Yutong is a kind of brick for building walls. That's a weird word. Yutong. Aerated concrete blocks. Is a super strength concrete. Is that like a brand name then? Yeah, that's true, Paul. It is a brand name. Right, let's take that to the middle of Oregon then. Yutong.
Navigation resumed.
Used in Germany to build houses. Oh. I've never come across that stuff. I think the trailer pickup might be from here, you know. Juice and have them in the UK. Yeah, your tongue sounds like it. That's it. It sounds like a sound. Like if you was to hit it with a spoon, it'd be like tong. And that's where they got their name from.
Navigation resumed.
Yeah, you see, no reply from Mrs. Squirrel. I'm betting she's asleep. Hey, Mrs. Don't. You pronounce it wrong. What, you pronounce it wrong, Baz? You can't pronounce Y-T-O-N-G as wrong.
Turn right.
It says turn left here. I can't turn right, love. It says I have to go that way. Wait, is it me, or are these arrows designed to send you around in circles? Like, that one tells you to go... Oh, I should have gone that... Ah. Ooh. Now it makes sense. Didn't see the sign saying turn right, though. Shot at you lot. You didn't see turn right. Where did it tell me to turn right? Like, there's not one sign here that says turn right. Okay, I'm still looking for this sign. Okay, so run this past me, guys. Run this past, because clearly I missed something here. So you're coming along here, right? And in front of you, it says stop. And in front of that, it says turn left. At what point does it say exit? Exit right. At what point does it say exit right? Where is that sign? Stop. Arrow saying turn left. Nothing tells me to go this way. You're supposed to do a circle. Nah, don't be. Nobody's going to do that. Everybody's going to turn right. It's modelled after the IKEA layout. Okay.
Keep right. Then
Perfect
turn
timing.
right. Turn right. Keep right.
I like the position of the sat-nav actually. Sticking your iPod onto the window is a great idea. Nobody else struggles like here once you get in. Maybe they're trying to keep you trapped in there so you buy more stuff and eat the meatballs. You can bypass the way station. Yay! That's true, Valtiel. Those meatballs and the meatball sauce from IKEA is really nice. And you can buy the packets of it and make it at home. We're going to Oregon, Mrs. Doan. Good evening, Large One. You've never had IKEA meatballs in Saladas. It's never too late to try. Pop yourself down to IKEA, get the family card, get 10% discount on all the food. I know the IKEA in Warrington Hayman, I've been there. Many years ago I've been there. What's with the O2 Arena? I've got a friend who lives in Warrington Hayman. I think the nearest IKEA to me is Lakeside. But there is another one in North London, I think, around the North Circular. Oh boy. Nobody saw anything. No ticket, because there were no witnesses. You need witnesses to get a ticket.
Keep left.
Yeah, I saw nothing. Don't know what you're talking about. Witness to what? Exactly. What are we talking about?